Last time on FF7, we learned Hojo has left Shinra. That was the line I was supposed to return to here, but I accidentally pressed the button one time too many, and so we missed it. Excuse me. Alright, great start to a video. Great start. What else is going on? We snuck into Junin. We did a parade and got an HP plus materia, which is nice. Heidegger's been forced to take care of that investigation too, which is looking into Hojo leaving Shinra, which is quite suspicious given that Hojo seemed very much a part of Shinra's villainy. Hey, I thought you were dismissed. We are dressed as a guard. Someone's hopping strangely in the background. Weird hops. Very suspicious. You can also still see the top of Red 13's head in the background. We got some cleaning up to do. Hurry up. But we have other things to do. For instance, we have an HP plus materia. What should we replace with it? Not sure. Maybe we'll put it on a different character. But it just purely gives a plus. There's no minus. We also have the Shiva materia, which is quite nice because it gives a plus to stats without weakening attack stats. So, in fact, if we put Shiva instead of Ice, we would see it has the same stat changes but without the strength -1. So we may as well do that. We'll put Ice somewhere else. We also got the Revive materia. So we got a bunch of like nice new materia to put on our other party members once we get it. But let's sneak onto the ship. That's what we're trying to do, is cross the ocean, follow Sephiroth. We'll cross the ocean to the new continent, even if we are wearing Shinra uniforms. But did everyone get on? Very worrisome. We saw Red 13 sneak on. We saw someone else hopping. That looks like 2 characters got on. Now, those 2 characters could well be the 2 characters that are my party, right? That would make some sense. So last 2 episodes, I talked a bit about FF1, and then I talked about FF2, so I think it's time to talk a little bit about FF3. So FF3, this is the Japanese FF3 in the US. FF4 came over as FF2, and FF6 came over as FF3. But the original FF3 is a Nintendo DS game, and is the version I've seen. There may have been other remakes since. I think it's one of those games that like makes it... we should probably read the lines, sorry. I'm working hard already, and you still want me to do more? The new president's probably the same. He's just gonna order us around anyway. Erg, this is why I hate chips. Hey, it's Yuffie. Hey, Cloud, you have any tranquilizers? Thanks. Gross. This is better. Where are the others? I don't know. Aren't they hiding somewhere around here? How should I know? Ugh, erg. Alright, but you are blocking our way to a materia. Hopefully we can grab it later. It's me, Eris. Hey Cloud, did you see the airship at Junin? I heard it was big, but I didn't expect it to be that big. That was really something. Hey, do you think I could get on it? I'll take you someday. Keep hoping. Wow, really looking forward to it. Why would they show us an airship that big and have lines like this if we wouldn't get to ride it someday? Hey, get to work. Sorry. Both the new President Rufus and Heidegger are aboard the ship. If we do good, we could get promoted. So I think FF3 does one really dumb thing, which is they upgrade it to kind of these horrible chibi 3D sprites, and it's all like really ugly to my eyes specifically. It may not be to yours, but I think it's like just about the ugliest version of an FF to look at. And normally I don't care too much about graphics, but it's just so aesthetically unpleasing. Yes, sir. Everything quiet, sir. But you know what? I really hate this uniform. We found Tifa. Uniforms, soldiers, war. I hate them all. Tifa's had a bunch of lines about hating a lot of things. They take away all the things and people you love. Wish they'd all disappear. Right, Cloud? Yeah. You're right. Yes, sir. I'll continue my watch, sir. Hee hee. Got a couple more people to look through. I think we haven't found Red yet, and we haven't found Barrett yet. Hey, what's wrong? You got no pep. Seaman's gotta have oomph. Something's missing. Hey, what do you mean, missing? Oh, we found a shop. Yeah, you don't have very much going on in your shop, sorry. There's a lot missing there. President Rufus and his men are in the bridge of the ship. If one of them see you slacking, they'll bust you one. I cleverly paused that time before coughing so that you wouldn't hear it. Oh man, we're almost to Costa del Sol. When I get there, I'm going to take a long overdue vacation. Maybe I'll go down to the beach and get a tan. It's me, Piggy Man. I'm a little woozy, but I shouldn't get caught. Humans only look at appearances anyway. Any way you look at it, I'd say I make a fine human being. Little suspicious. Let's use the save point. Yeah, I'm really sorry about this. I did not think my throat was having issues today, but it has decided to act up as soon as I start recording. Maybe the longest portion of the game that we're just Cloud is our party? I'm not sure. Alright. Can we go any further? Looks like no. Still haven't found Barrett. That's worrisome. I guess we talked to everyone again. How you doing? Yes, sir. I'll continue my watch, sir. Hee hee. Alright. Guess we go back down to the lower level. Let's talk to Eris. Hey, Cloud, did you see Barrett? I hope he's not doing anything stupid. Everyone always thinks Barrett's doing things that are stupid. And he's always doing things that seem reasonable to me, or asking questions that seem reasonable to me. At least so far. Barrett's good people. Alright, this way has been cleared, and we have found Barrett. Looking in at Rufus and Heidegger, not at all suspiciously. Very sneaky. Look at this, Metal Gear Solid-esque. Looking over. Look, Cloud, it's Rufus and Heidegger. They're this close, but we can't do a thing to them. How can he going off laughing like that? Because of him, Biggs, Wedge, Jesse. God, I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna settle things here and now. Emergency alert. Reports of a suspicious character found. Those not on detail. Search the ship. Report when found. I repeat, suspicious character found on board. Rufus not moving like he's worried. Those not in detail. Search the ship. Report when found. Damn, did they find us? Hey, that don't seem like us. Do they mean Tifa and the others? Get off your spiky butt and let's go, Cloud. I do have a spiky butt, thank you very much. Good line. Who'd they find? Nanaki, really moving like a human. Everyone alright? You alright? Huh? Everyone's here, right? Hey, wait. You don't think that suspicious character is... Sephiroth? Really? How the hell am I supposed to know? Let's find out. It's the most logical thing to do. Then who's gonna go? Not me. I don't even like Sephiroth anyway, and besides, not sure we're following Sephiroth because we like Sephiroth. I'm not sure Yuffie is quite on board with the plot yet, right? Alright, so no Yuffie use this. We can use Yuffie. Well, it would be kind of funny to bring her, but let's stick with the party we've got. Let's have everyone organized. So they're all in a row together. And I should equip the new materia we have. Sephiroth. Alright, let's go. Okay. So the magic comb gives double materia growth, right? So I should be keeping that in mind and, for instance, not have the enemy skill materia. That's probably kind of foolish of me. So let's move Shiva over to Piggy Man instead of enemy skill. And do we have fire on both these characters? Yeah, we do. For some reason, yeah. So we don't need 2 fire. So let's get the HP plus in there. Cloud has cover on him, so may as well give him more HP as well. And I kind of want to start leveling up Revive. Do we need fire at all? Probably not. So let's give you... We could get another enemy skill going, but just one is fine. Let's get Revive on Piggy Man. You'll notice Revive gives much larger effects to stats. And this is going to make... You know, Piggy Man has some nice magic tools now. He's definitely our magic character. Tifa, we do have one offensive spell, but it is not one that affects her strength stat, and it gives her wind damage on attacks, which at some point we'll see the use of, and she generally is stuff that doesn't lower her attack. And Cloud is kind of doing mixed stuff, and probably our most useful character. Now, Yuffie has moved, so we might be able to get to that materia we couldn't get to earlier. Ooh, this looks bad. The engine room, a suspicious character. No, there's no way. Not a human. That thing's not human. Well, Sephiroth may not be technically human, per se. Oh, we're fighting Shinra troops. I think we'll steal here. I think this is an enemy worth stealing from. So actually, I was completely wrong. I said, oh, that's very annoying. I said that they gave us equip options, but wouldn't, to prevent sleep and darkness. But that didn't mean that the next enemies we'd face would be using those things. But actually, as we can see here, I think they are doing both sleep and darkness, so it very specifically was giving me equipment to prepare me for the next threat coming. Now, this is such a minor threat that I forgot about it. These enemies have pretty low life. You can see it's like 200 or less, and not a problem. All materia. Alright, always useful to have more all. Oh, I should do one other check. I moved... Right, let's arrange the materia. Maybe we want to keep leveling up that fire materia. It's our closest to leveling up to something. Yeah, I think the beginning of the game has a lot of mechanical enemies weak to electricity, but now, like, lightning starts the game as the clear best materia type, but at this point probably isn't that notable. I think I do want to steal from those Shinra troops, though. Okay, we don't want to talk to a guy in red yet, because that will set off scenes. So let's circle around. And hopefully get a steal off, I think. I think that would be quite useful. 3 of them. Will they put Tifa to sleep? Oh my god. Okay. Are you serious? Are you serious? They really do not want me to steal from them. That's ridiculous. Oh, and she didn't wake up. Great. That's an incredible sequence, right? They use an attack twice to make sure to get Tifa asleep. And then the one... Okay, I guess she did wake up this time. But the time she would have waken up, it gets cancelled out because that's the time cover goes off. A 20% shot. It's like 2 33% shots followed by a 20% shot. Something like that. Okay, that's only 1 in 45. But still, like 2% event. It's kind of funny. We're going to keep stealing here. I do think this is something useful. And it's not like we can't survive the hits here. We might use Cure at some point. Huh. Well, Limit Break's nice because it just means we get to steal faster. I think steal stat is slightly helped by high dexterity, but we have put all the dexterity items on Tifa anyway. There we go. Yeah, I thought they had something nice. So we'll heal, and may as well. Could save her for the boss, but it's a fun way to finish an enemy. Oh, there's a boss coming. Shh, don't tell. Oh, that reminds me. I think I should put Fury on before the boss. I think the boss kind of, like, does enough damage to fill, like, 3/4 of your limit. Ooh! Piggyman can now use Restore All twice in a fight. That's very nice. Each level of all lets you use it once more. I think maxing out lets you use your spell and hit all targets repeatedly. But that is very nice, and I think this means it goes from basically putting us near limit with every attack to just instantly putting us to limit breaks, give or take. Wind Slash. I think that's a Yuffie weapon. I guess. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I forgot to use our sources. Alright, so Spirit, Cloud's probably our main summoner. Luck, Tifa. Power, Tifa. Vitality, Tifa. Speed, Tifa. Non-magic characteristics, I think we're gonna upgrade Tifa where we can. And we will get dividends from it later. Every time Tifa! Stop it. Stop it. I don't know why I chose to defend as Nanaki. I kind of just wanted to put in a command. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Now we'll kill one of them, and... Oh, let's put haste on everyone. That'll make this slightly quicker. Oh, I forgot to actually check if the item was useful to us. Don't know why I defended there. Should have attacked. Thought Cloud wouldn't miss. But I guess... Actually, they don't have darkness on Cloud. You can see how fast Cloud's limit went up there, just taking 48. So it's going to go up very fast when we're facing a boss type that does more than, 50 a hit. Don't you dare put someone to sleep. It's not what we're looking for here. There we go. And sure, could I have saved the limit for the boss? Yeah. Would that have been smarter? Yeah. What you gonna do? We're not here to make good decisions. We're here to use limit breaks when we have them. The game very clearly saying, if you want to be healing the statuses we're doing, we're going to give you ways to do so. I'm going to chuck on a potion. Sure, I could heal with magic, but... And I probably will, actually, because I'm sure we'll get another fight before we get over to the boss. And then I can just heal at the end of that fight. Oh, nope, didn't. Cool. Is it Sephiroth? That doesn't look like Sephiroth. That looks like a dead dude. That could be Sephiroth's doing. No, not Sephiroth. After a long sleep, the time has come. Cloud, look. That looks like Sephiroth. How does he come through the floor like that? Sephiroth, you're alive. Who are you? You don't remember me? I'm Cloud. Cloud. Sephiroth, what are you thinking? What are you doing? The time is now. What? What are you saying? Be more... So I think that's a kind of important scene, actually. And now we're fighting not Sephiroth. Curious. Right, let's heal a little. Yeah, you can see instant limit breaks, right? Actually, let's heal a lot. I think a good time to use... You can see, again, bosses in this game are not steal targets. Nanaki's limit break is quite nice here. Because at the very start of a fight, that means we'll have... If we use the haste version, we'll have haste for the entire rest of the fight. And that's quite nice. Double tail laser. So we'll probably use Restore All again quite shortly. This will... You can see just how quick we get limits this fight. Given actually how quick we get limits, haste might not be actually at all helpful. Because... Oh, let's see Shiva. We haven't looked at Shiva's animation. Because our bars are already going to be filling basically instantly from how often the boss is putting us in limit break status. What do you have here? Matra Magic. Yeah. Alright, I think attacking is fine. Again, for some reason during summons you can't queue up other moves. Just curious. Not the best animation, I think, for Shiva. I think this is one of the weaker Shiva entries in the series. But 300 damage is quite nice. That's full limit break. Alright, let's heal. And you can see when it hits Tifa, less than half. When it hits Cloud, that's just a limit break. hopefully we get off our heal. Yeah. So this, I like to have Furion in this fight, but it is a little more tenuous when you have Furion, right? Because you can see just how, obviously Tifa is in the back row, but it is hitting Tifa for far more damage than any other character. Maybe I should have queued up a heal on Cloud or been ready to heal, because we don't have another heal all move, and Tifa can't heal. So actually, let's see what it does next and be ready to heal ourselves, and only have Tifa attack. Stop. Alright. That's Piggyman. Okay, I missed. I'm gonna heal Piggyman once, just to stay close to full in case it starts using its stuff where it gets like 2 double lasers in a row or something. So I'm keeping a turn up just in case. Not really that useful. You can see just how quick our bars are filling with haste. Red 13 can do some nice things. Hasn't attacked in a while. That's suspicious, but I don't think it means anything here. Yeah. Right. Tifa's pretty safe. But if they hit Cloud, yeah, we want to heal that immediately. Instant limit break. And I guess next turn with Piggyman, probably heal Piggyman. Not quite an instant limit for Cloud there, but pretty close. All right, I'm gonna heal Cloud just while we're here. I don't think this boss is poisonable, but I should have tried it. Let's try it. I guess maybe actually Tifa can get healed one time. Alright, well I guess we may never know. Yeah, we'll never know. Alright, clearly an upgrade in damage for enemies, right? This is clearly the closest stuff has come to having a lot of damage output quickly. But not a particularly difficult boss. White Cape, I think that's an accessory. Oh, I didn't even equip the Shinra Beta stuff that we stole. That's what disappeared from the Shinra building. Genova, the arm of Genova. Genova, he's been carrying this thing around. So it was Sephiroth. The time is now? What does that mean? So there is some debate over these scenes, but we clearly saw what looked like Sephiroth, but what we fought is the arm of Genova. Right, we fought a piece of Genova. The boss is technically called like Genova Birth, but this is kind of Genova being reborn into the world, right? Genova has been in these containment chambers, frozen or whatever, for a long time. Genova is now broken out, and Sephiroth is bringing Genova somewhere, or going somewhere with Genova. Now, the lines we heard from Sephiroth did not particularly sound like Sephiroth. Now, we don't know what's happened to Sephiroth in the last 5 years. We don't know how Cloud survived challenging Sephiroth. We know that Sephiroth was reported as dead. Was that because they found a body? Was that because he disappeared? We don't know. And now we've seen clearly what looks like results of Sephiroth. Though note, we have not seen Sephiroth himself till now, right? Except in flashbacks. We saw a body stuck, a sword stuck through President Shinra. We saw Genova broken out, which sure seems like it has to be Sephiroth, but we haven't actually seen Sephiroth in the present until now. And when Sephiroth spoke, he doesn't sound like Sephiroth. He sounds more sort of ominous and cosmic. So this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I will say there's actual debate over who we met here. I think there's kind of a clear answer, but did we meet Sephiroth here, or did we meet Genova taking the form of Sephiroth? And that's something we'll probably be returning to. The time is now. What does that mean? Time is Now. Now, what we know of Sephiroth's goals is he's trying to reclaim the Promised Land and become the ruler of the planet as the ancients, in his view, were promised, right? With Jenova. Those are the words he said to us 5 years ago. So I think our best guess should be something in that direction, either taking the planet or taking the Promised Land. Time is now. I'm getting so confused. Cloud, explains what's happened so far. Yeah, explain it. I'll try. But don't interrupt me while I'm explaining. Everyone goes, yeah, Barrett, but Barrett isn't here. Barrett asks good questions. Be nicer to Barrett, people. Clearly walks over to pick up that summon materia, but we won't be allowed to pick it up till after the scene. Sephiroth went off searching for the Promised Land so he could become the ruler of the planet. That was 5 years ago. Then Sephiroth came back and killed President Shinra. And then just now, all of us saw Sephiroth. He was carrying Jenova with him. This much I do know. He told me he wants to go to the Promised Land with his mother, Jenova. I guess that's about it. Yeah, that's basically what I said, too. Dock workers, we will be docking in Costa del Sol in 5 minutes. Prepare for docking. We should hide somewhere again. Everyone goes to hide. We will grab the materia. Ifrit materia. Alright. Is Ifrit any more appealing than Shiva? Same stat changes. Looks like a little more cost to level. 5,000 versus 4,000. I think it's a little stronger, maybe. But we already have fire equipped on someone. Yeah, so we'll just leave it how it is. Summon materia, not super important in this game. Oh, but the important thing is we were gonna do new equips. Shinra Beta. So defense percentage goes to 0, but 3% dodge is not a big deal. We get a lot more slots for materia. Shinra Beta, clearly a nice upgrade, despite losing some magic defense. I think we'll put it not on Tifa, not because we don't value Tifa, but because she's already in the back row taking less damage, and we're happier to put extra materia on the other characters because we're not looking for her to be a magic attacker. So we can get lightning back in the mix, and actually let's combine restore with all for Cloud. We can put HP plus back on, and one of ice or fire. We already have fire on someone. Let's do ice this time. Sephiroth is alive. The Promised Land. Does it really exist? No. Don't think there's too much more to say about that scene, so let's go back to FF3. I think it's hideous. I think it's also kind of clunky and slow to play. They didn't get the kind of speed of gameplay right, I don't think. It was a while ago. I don't remember it too well, so if I say something incredibly stupid, assume it's because of that. Or you could just assume it's because I don't know what I'm talking about. Either way works. Yeah, it's the first FF to bring in a moving job system, right? In FF1, you locked into your job. In FF2, you didn't really have jobs, but you could sort of create them because every time you did anything, it would up the stat that you were doing related to what you were doing and lower a counter stat elsewhere. FF3, you have a whole set of jobs and you can move between them. And that makes, this is the first time they really execute that system, and I think they do a pretty good job of that. It's going to get better in later games, and I tend to think of it, because that one didn't come over to the US, and I only played it like decades later, that I don't tend to think of that as the originator of it, but it clearly is. They did an interesting job system in FF3. I should be reading the lines. Barrett says, but I sure feel better now that I can say goodbye to this sailor suit. Yo, listen up. Y'all be sure to mingle like regular folks here. Oh, too bad. I liked Barrett's sailor suit. He looked so cute. What do you mean, cute? Right, well, Barrett, why don't you use that sailor suit for pajamas? Right, Cloud? I guess. Ah, you look like a bear wearing a marshmallow. The hell's that supposed to mean? This happens to be the most comfortable, so shut up. Puff, puff. Would you kindly hurry? The heat here is drying my nose. Poor Nanaki. Yeah, mine too. And you're busy being sick. Alright, we'll take a break and then head off. Don't wander too far off. I'll wander wherever I damn well want. Who made him the leader? Don't bother looking for me. Maybe I should get a tan for a change. Which do you like, Cloud? Maybe a healthy tan is nice. Got it, I'll remember that. There's some people here to talk to, but we will not be doing so. There's not too much to do in Costa del Sol, but right after we arrive... Ooh, we know that helicopter. Yeah, I don't have very much to say about FF3. It mostly just didn't work for me. It felt uncomfortable to play. The games still don't really have story or characters. And while I think it started the job system as not just to like lock in at the start of the game, but something you can maneuver around with and find different jobs that will fit different roles and not be locked in. And that's really nice. And unlocking jobs as you move through the game. It's not actually a particularly pleasant experience to play, and just do it with later FFs. For me, all of FF1 through 3 are completely skippable, and only FF1 is kind of interesting in a this setup, how the series works type of way. But I think to that point, they've tried out different gameplay stuff. FF1 set up a lot. FF2 tried out some stuff that they never brought back, thank goodness. And FF3 started trying out a job system where you had more ability to maneuver within it. But we haven't gotten to anything really attempting to have much of a story yet, or really attempting to have characters with any personality or story to them either. And that's gonna change with FF4, which is by far the most ambitious FF so far. But I think I'll talk about that on the next episode of this. What a long boat ride that was. Good work, everyone. Yeah, yeah. Hurry up with that. Yes, sir. If I was Rufus, I would be so annoyed at having Heidegger as my right-hand man. I would very much try to replace him. I heard Sephiroth was on board. Yes. And it seems Cloud and the others were on board too. Yes. They all slipped through. You messed up big this time, Heidegger. I'm ashamed of myself. Is that all you can do? Give one-word answers and apologize for everything. Ready for departure, sir. I feel bad for that guy in that swimsuit, because Heidegger's gonna be pissed. Do something. I'll be expecting results. Rufus, not the best boss, but Heidegger, not the best employee. Ah, that's not the person I expected him to be hitting. Ah, you can get everyone. Run! Yeah. If you can get in the water before he gets to you. That's the trick. Not good at anger management, that Heidegger. We never really see Heidegger saying something like, hate the new boss, like the old way. Alright. So, of importance here, we can kick this soccer ball. All rudely, interrupting their game. Very important to do. No, there's nothing important here. There is a shop over here. Let's kick the soccer ball one more time. Just ruin their game. I found Yuffie. She said we shouldn't look for her. Yeah, I will not be buying a soft as a memento of this trip. No, nothing too exciting. Could get more hypers because we're a little low. Could heal at the end, but we're pretty healthy right now. And the game has enough free heals in it. Oh, Cloud. Look at that. Who? Hojo? that man over there Hojo? Go over and talk to him. I have a bad feeling about this. So, I liked when we saw, like, Reno and the Turks in just the middle of Junin, but we were dressed in a costume so they couldn't recognize us. It is funny to just see characters that are just clearly villainous just out in the world. Games normally don't do that. Games kind of keep this separation between them. They're just not just random people you can interact with in the real world. God, what do you want? I want to talk with that man. Hey, who do you think you are? Professor Hojo, that scary man, says he wants to talk with you. Hey, my spiky butt isn't scary. I'm busy right now. But too bad. No, I remember you all now. Yes, I remember now. It's been a long time, Cloud. Hojo. Sometimes you just gotta do something like this. What are you doing? Should be obvious. I'm getting a tan. Answer me. We like someone with a tan. We should be into this. I believe we're both after the same goal. You mean Sephiroth? Did you see him? I see. Ha ha. What is it? Nothing. I just remembered a certain hypothesis. Haven't you ever had the feeling something is calling you? Or that you had to visit someplace? I'll go anywhere Sephiroth is at, to beat him and put an end to all this. I see. This could be interesting. Were you in Soldier? Would you like to be my guinea pig? Oh, now what? Are you going to draw your sword? Huff, puff, stop, Cloud. Nanaki does not like Costa del Sol. Ha ha ha. Say, aren't you the ancient? I'm Eris. The least you can do is remember my name. I want you to tell me something, Professor Hojo. I know I'm an ancient. My mother told me. Your mother? Oh, you mean Afalna. How is she? You didn't know? She died. I see. Professor Hojo, is Genova an ancient? Is Sephiroth an ancient? Do we all have the same blood? Mumble, mumble, head west. He's mumbling slowly. That must mean he's hiding something. Maybe. But sure, in video game world. Grr, huff, puff. Hey, answer us. Shrug. It's no use. It's no go. Game telling you there's nothing more here. He never takes off his lab coat, even in this heat. I guess that's the mark of an intellectual. In that case, I am the least intellectual person ever. I cannot handle heat at all. I just plop out. Got nothing. My brain goes, everything goes. Heat is not for me. So I guess we're supposed to head west now. And I think we'll call it a video here. We'll save on the world map. And yeah, we've changed continents. Very exciting. And we potentially met Sephiroth and certainly met Genova. Yeah. That's it for today.